James Bond, Jack Huston odds slashed to replace Daniel Craig as next 007. James Bond favorite Jack Huston has seen his odds slashed to replace Daniel Craig as the next 007. Are Tom Hardy and James Norton in trouble? The Boardwalk Empire star has seen a flurry of bets in the last 24 hours to be the next James Bond. According to Coral bookmakers, Huston's odds have slashed from 10 to 1 to 6 to 1. A spokesman said, "We've seen a wave of support for Jack Huston to be the next James Bond, and punters clearly think that the star would fit the bill for a 007. But how does the 35-year-old compare to other favorites like Tom Hardy and James Norton? Well, Huston may have had his odds shortened, but he's still in third place, with Hardy ahead at 3 to 1 and Norton the favorite at 5/2. Nevertheless, last year it was revealed that Bond producer Barbara Broccoli is a big fan of Huston. In fact, according to the Mail, she's worked with him before on London's West End and favours him as a potential 007. It was Strangers on a Train in which Huston was starring, and he picked up strong reviews. On April Fool's Day this year, Express.co.uk ran a joke story that Hardy had replaced Craig for Bond 25, the latter's next final 007 movie. Amusingly, Hardy joined in the prank with an Instagram post of the article. Hardy wrote, "Damn it, I was in my tux and on the runway. GTG. No drama. RTB. Headed back to NOLA, stood down 19. And naturally this further confused his fans, with some assuming he'd actually been cast as James Bond. Hardy has even hinted in the past that he'd like to play Bond one day. Last year he said, "You know, there's a saying amongst us in the fraternity of acting, and in the fellowship of my peer group, that if you talk about it you're automatically out of the race. So I can't possibly comment on that one. If I mention it, it's gone." Daniel Craig returns as James Bond for the final time in untitled Bond 25, released in November 2019.